Hello, it's just Don here again from Operation Alpha with, I think this is tip number 6 now in this series. Firing through them. And yeah, just basically a couple of guys have asked this question, and it's to do with protein, how much protein you should eat each day. So my starting point is normally, with most things, to be honest, to keep things simple. Uh, if you need to become more precise and a little bit more scientific about it, that can come later. But at first, the first point of call would be to just get the basics in order. And I think for most guys, counting calories, weighing your food, tracking your macros, it's a level of detail that's stressful and unnecessary. So what I normally just tell my guys is at every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to have some protein. Ideally, animal protein at breakfast. Whey is okay if you want to have some whey and some oats. That is okay rather than bacon and eggs. And there's lots of different ways to cook eggs, but after a while, it can get a little bit boring and hard to stomach. Portion wise, a fist size is a good guide to go by. Fist size portion of protein with your meals, that will sort of give you a nice visual guide so that you have at least some kind of reference point in terms of your portion sizing. So that's pretty much it, really. You know, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't worry about it too much. Don't get too stressed. It's important to get enough protein in your meals, into your diet, but you won't go far wrong if you are making sure that you eat a fist-sized portion of animal protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, having said that, if you're more of an advanced trainer, or for whatever reason you have to be on a protocol where you get a little bit more specific and precise, and you're tracking your calories and your macros, then again, there's so many schools of thoughts on what is the ideal amount of protein to consume each day. And also it depends on your goals and body weight and the rest of it. Now, as a rule of thumb, I think you can't go too far wrong with up to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. I think anything above sort of, they say 1.4 to 1.8. Some people say 2. Can get a little bit complicated. But I think generally speaking, if we're thinking about, your average 30 plus guy who wants to build some muscle and get lean and retain, maybe even if he's in a calorie deficit and working more on fat loss, he wants to retain his muscle mass. 2 grams per kilogram of body weight is a pretty good way to go. That said, have to go back to the beginning of the clip, that message, and that's try not to overcomplicate it at first. Get the basics right and just eat protein with your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you won't go too far wrong. Cool. So I hope that clears that up. But obviously, if you have any questions, just comment below. You can private message me, and please do keep the questions going. Like I say, I'm going to be recording one of these every day, 30 in total. And yeah, get your question in and I will answer it for you. All the best. Cheers.